welcome to Twist and Flow Wellness Studio. I'm Adeline, and I'll be your guide for our practice today. Our practice is all about twists, so we'll really be releasing that spine in a lot of different ways. When you're ready, come on down to the ground and we'll get started. We're going to begin today's class in an extended child's pose. So face the front edge of your mat, bring the big toes to touch, your knees open out nice and wide towards the edges of your mat. Start to walk your hands forward, settling the hips towards the heels, reaching your fingers out long in front, dropping the forehead to the floor. Ribs are hugged by the thighs here. Slow down your breath. And if this is too intense in your shoulders to get started, you could always bend at the elbows, cross the forearms in front of your head, lessen that intensity. Seal off the lips here. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Hone your focus into the sound of your breath. Feeling into your belly expanding along the insides of your thighs with each inhale. Drawing that belly button in and up towards your spine with each exhale. As you arrive, drop into the pose, into your practice today. Beginning with this connection to your breath. Slow your breath rhythm down. Find that extended inhale, extended exhale. Take 6 more breaths here. With your next inhale, start to rise back up to your tabletop pose, walking your hands underneath your shoulders, knees tuck back in underneath your hips. And we'll start with our cat-cow. Use an inhale to drop your belly, open your chest, open your throat. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck your chin in towards your chest, crown drops down. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. 4 more like that, moving nice and slow as we get started. Feeling out your physical body with each round. 2 more here, nice and slow. Move with your breath. With your next inhale, come back to that neutral spine. Ground down through your left palm. Use an inhale. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. With your exhale, drop those right fingers down and through. Thread the needle, lowering onto your right shoulder, finding that big reach through the right fingertips, dropping down onto right temple. Left palm could stay where it is, pressing into the floor, or you could reach your left fingertips out long in front, or you could send your left fingertips up towards the ceiling, bend at your elbow and swim your left fingertips behind you towards your left hip crease, pulling that left elbow open, finding this twist in the spine. Take one more big breath in. And with your exhale, start to unravel. Bring your left palm to the floor. Inhale to rise. Come back through that tabletop. This time we plant the right palm. Inhale, left fingertips come up to the sky. Exhale, drop your left fingertips down and through. Thread that needle. Big reach with the left fingertips to come to land on left shoulder, left temple. Again, right palm could press into the floor. You could reach those right fingers out long towards the top edge of your mat, or reach the right arm up, bending at the elbow. Swim those fingertips towards your right hip crease, pulling that right elbow up towards the ceiling, rolling that right shoulder back in space, opening up your chest as you come into your twist. One more big breath in. And with your exhale, unravel, plant the right palm and press yourself back through to that tabletop pose. Walk your palms forward, pinkies to the edge of your mat, curl your toes under, send your tailbone up high, downward facing dog. Grounding through all 10 of your finger pads, press your chest back in space, tailbone lifts up, up, up. Press into your left palm, shifting your weight over. We're going to slide our right fingertips back to grab onto our left ankle. Drop that right shoulder down, peer under your left armpit. Take another big breath in. And with your exhale, release. Set the right palm back down in your downward facing dog. Press the chest back. Take a big breath in. And this time, shift your weight over to your right hand. Slide your left hand back to grab onto your right ankle. Turning to look under your right armpit. Pulling your chest towards your thighs here. Take another big breath in. And with your exhale, release. Set the left palm back down, downward facing dog. Press your chest back in space. We'll anchor down through that left heel. Use an inhale. Send your right heel up towards the sky, three-legged dog. With your exhale, start to shift forward. Hug that right knee in towards your chest. Upper body comes to plank. And then we'll step that right foot up, right pinky toe to right thumb. Find another twist here. Plant the left palm. Maybe you grab a block underneath that hand. Give yourself some space. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Low lunge twist, a big breath. With your exhale, release. Bring the right fingertips back down. Inhale, reach the fingertips. With your exhale, release. Bring the right fingertips back down. With an inhale, reach both sets of fingertips up towards the ceiling, high lunge. Tuck that left knee under to sink your hips towards the floor. Shoulders drop down, thumbs pull back in space. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, drop the left heel as you pivot on those left toes. Reach your fingers front and back. Walk your right ankle underneath your right knee for your warrior two. Pinkies pull back ever so slightly to open up your chest here. With your inhale, flip your right palm, send right fingertips up, reverse warrior. Big stretch through the right hand side of your body. With your next inhale, rise back through warrior two. Exhale, set right elbow on right knee, left fingertips rise. Extended side angle, opening up your chest, a big breath in. With your exhale, release, pivot on your left toes, drop your left palm back to the floor or that block, and we'll find that twist. Inhale, right fingertips rise. Take a big full breath. And with your exhale, release. Drop your right palm back down to the floor. We're going to step that left leg up halfway, working our way into our pyramid pose. Straighten out both legs to set the soles of both feet on the floor. Option to grab your second block. Lift the ground up to you here if you need a little bit more space at any level with those blocks. With your inhale, lift up halfway, find a flat back. With your exhale, take that length with you as you round over, tuck chin to chest, crown drops down. Find your breath here, thinking about plugging that right hip socket up and in and squaring off your hips as you breathe. Take 2 more breaths here. With your next inhale, shift your weight to your right foot, bending into that right knee. Scoot your blocks out of the way to step left foot forward. Find a forward fold. Relax head, neck, and shoulders over. With your inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. With your exhale, release. Bend both knees generously to plant your palms and step both feet back for your plank pose. Either lowering to the knees or from your plank, drop all the way down to your belly. With your inhale, lift your chest, find cobra pose. Exhale to release. We'll curl the toes under, send the hips back up for our downward facing dog. Pressing our chest back in space towards our thighs. Grip into all 10 fingertips. Loosen out through your head, your neck, your shoulders. Take a big breath in and out. With that exhale, root down through your right heel. Inhale, left heel rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, start to shift forward, hugging that left knee up and in towards your chest. Lift up out of your shoulders and step your left foot forward between your hands. Lower the right knee down. Plant the right palm. Inhale, open twist, left fingertips rise. Big breath in at the top. And with your exhale, release, left fingertips drop down. Curl your right toes under, lift your right knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky for your high lunge. Tucking that right knee under, pulling your thumbs back in space. Open up the chest, roll the shoulders down and away from your ears. With your exhale, pivot on your right toes, right heel drops, arms reach out long, left and right for your warrior two. Stacking front knee over front ankle here. Flip the left palm, inhale, left fingertips rise, right fingertips release, reverse warrior. With your inhale, come back through your warrior two. Exhale, left elbow lands on left thigh, right fingertips rise, extended side angle variation. And with your next exhale, pivot on your back foot as you drop your right fingertips down. Maybe you grab that block for some space, planting the right palm. Turn, open twist, left fingertips lift. With your next exhale, release the left fingertips down, and we'll step that back foot up halfway, make our way into our pyramid pose on the other side. Maybe you grab your blocks, framing that front leg. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, hinge, dive forward, tuck the chin to the chest, crown drops down, pressing into the soles of both feet, breathing into that big stretch along the back of the left leg. Take 2 more breaths here. With your next inhale, bend into that left knee. Shift your weight forward into your left foot. Scoot your block out of the way and step the right foot up for forward fold at the top edge of your mat. With your inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale to release it back down. Big bend in the knees to plant the palms. Step one foot back. and then the other either from plank or your half plank. Hug the elbows in, drop yourself all the way down to the ground. Use an inhale to lift your chest, find cobra. Exhale to release, curl the toes under, send that tailbone up high and back, downward facing dog, pressing your chest back in space towards your thighs. With your next exhale, find a big bend in your knees. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, take those baby steps, nice and small, nice and slow, to walk yourself up to your forward fold. Relax the crown down. From here, heel toe your feet out a little bit wider than hips distance. Turn your heels in, toes out to the two top corners of your mat. And we're going to work our way into that yogi squat. So maybe you take a couple of blocks, any direction, and set them underneath your hips. Start to bend into both knees, setting your hips down in space. And if you can't keep your heels grounded here, roll forward onto the ball joint of your feet and play with this froggy, either coming to stillness or rocking back and forth. So you're either in your froggy or you're seated on your blocks in your malasana yogi squat variation. We're going to reach through our left fingertips, set them on the floor. If you're in your froggy, just stay playing in that position. If you're in your yogi squat, reach left fingertips out, tricep comes to the inside of the knee, and use an inhale to turn open to the right. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. With your exhale, release the right fingertips, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Reach those right fingertips out long. Back of the right tricep comes to the inside of the right knee. Turn your chest, open the left fingertips up towards the sky. Take another breath cycle. And with your next exhale, release, bring the left fingertips down, bring the elbows towards the insides of the knees, palms come together, and sit up nice and tall in your yogi squat. Tuck the chin in. Take a few cycles of breath here. From your yogi squat or your froggy, reach your hands behind you, and we'll move to set ourselves down. Maybe slide those blocks out from underneath yourself. Set the hips on the floor and scoot your blocks off to the side. We won't be needing those anymore. Make sure there's enough room for your head behind you, and we'll come to lie all the way down on our backs. As we come down, draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Knees come in. Then bring one hand to each knee and start to draw circles with your knees. Knees go in opposite directions of each other, so open knees out, up, and in. And switch directions of your circles. The next time you bring your knees in towards your chest, give yourself that squeeze once more. Then set the left foot down on the floor. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Option to keep your left leg bent, foot on the floor, or extend your left leg out long in front. Whichever choice you choose, bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee and start to open. Draw that knee across your chest to find a supine twist here, reaching your right arm out long to counterbalance, keeping that left hand on your knee as a form of pressure to help you engage in this twist, trying to draw your right shoulder down towards the ground. As always, once you find the pose, come on back to your breath. We'll take 4 more breath cycles here. With your next inhale, Reel that right knee back in towards your chest. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Give yourself that big squeeze. And with your exhale, set your right foot on the floor. Option to keep that foot grounded or extend your leg out long. Then bring right hand to the outside of left knee and start to draw that leg across your chest, finding that twist as you extend those left fingertips out long for counter pressure, pulling your left shoulder towards the floor. Breathing down into the low belly, 4 more rounds. And with the end of your next exhale, lift your knees back in towards center, hugging both knees into your chest once more, wrapping your arms around your legs. Give yourself that big squeeze. Maybe you find a gentle sway side to side. Then bring each palm to each knee and peel the knees open towards your armpits, finding a version of happy baby. Holding here, either in stillness or taking that gentle sway with the hips. If you haven't already, go ahead and shut down your eyes, feeling your spine press into the ground as it rises up to meet you. With your next inhale, draw your knees back together. Exhale, set both feet on the floor. 2 options for your Savasana today. Either heel toe your feet out wide, tip the knees together, hands come to rest at your sides. Or if you'd prefer, you can extend one leg out long and then the other, taking the traditional form of Shavasana. Wherever you are, walk your shoulders under your chest, tucking your chin in one last time, lengthening out through the spine, and using your next exhale to soften fully, melting yourself down, letting the mat rise up from below to support you as you settle, soften into stillness. With your physical body in rest, bring your attention over to your breath here, just noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the quality of the air as you breathe in and out through the nose. And we'll unravel completely for the next 2 full minutes in our Shavasana. Start to breathe more deeply, bringing your life force back through your physical body. And then start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, waking yourself back up here, moving through the hands and the feet, rolling out the wrists and the ankles, taking any last stretches that feel good in your body today. When you're ready, if you aren't, bend into your knees, and wherever you are, draw your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug here. Bring your hands to the backs of your legs, crossing at the ankles, and we're going to slowly rock and roll up the length of our spine to make our way back up into a seat where we'll come to meet to close, either in a cross-legged seat, your easy pose, or legs extended out long if that feels better for you. Go ahead and close down your eyes one last time, finding that grounding sensation in your physical body, in your sitting bones. Inhaling to lengthen up through the crown of your head. Shoulders drop down and away from your ears one last time. Thank yourself for making your way onto your mat today, moving slowly and with intention, clearing away some space just for you to reconnect with you, with your body and your breath, getting to know yourself a little more deeply. As always, I thank you so much for sharing your valuable time, energy, and effort with me. It's a joy to guide you through our practice. When you're ready, you can bring your hands in prayer, your Anjali Mudra at your heart center, and we'll take 2 breaths in through the nose to sigh out through the mouth together to close. Inhaling in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Namaste. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I hope to see you back on the mat sometime soon.